Hey everybody, welcome back. I am the Eagle Fan, and this is Eagle Fan Watches. Here, I react to things other than music. My main channel, I react to music. Here, I react to other things. And today, I'm diving back into the UFL, trying to finish up the first 2 weeks worth of reactions to pick my team. Now, this is Columbus Aviators versus the Orlando Storm. After week 1, neither of those two are necessarily front runners. Let's just put it that way. But I'm here for this. I am really curious on this one because this one will be a little bit of a longer one. I'm not sure what happened with this game, but this, well, to give you an example, this is a 26-minute summary. The other ones have been anywhere from 9 to 14 minutes. So I'm curious. I'm also even curious on this one because there were actually 2 videos of this. One was longer than the other, so I ended up taking that one thinking that actually had more of the relevant stuff. I'm not sure why there were 2 highlight videos. I guess we'll find out. Or at least I guess we'll find out why it's so long. And maybe it'll be such a great game. Maybe these teams will enter that top spot, or one of them. Let's check it out. Actually, I guess I need to bring it up here first. Okay, this is Columbus versus Orlando, UFL.
The ball was kicked in the end zone, by the way. They started at the 40-yard line, so good starting field position. Deon Jackson, first carry of the game, picks up about 4 yards. Who are some of the guys we need to keep in?
Week 1, 2 sacks for the Aviators. He's certainly one to watch on defense.
They throw it out to the tight end. Mason Fairchild fights his way for the first down, and the defenders are moving. We'll talk about some of the rules in the UFL. Big pass. Right into the hands of Cornell Powell.
That was nice.
Coverage. So you've got man coverage right here. You look at this. The safety comes down. He's right over the top. That's Michael Lawson, and Lawson just loses. Powell comes down with it. 30 yards on the play. High snap, but Tamu gets control, gets it out to Powell, and that one.
That wasn't a good play.
Tamu with time. Runs out of time. And that was the problem last week. Ron Stone Jr.
just had such a hard time. They gave up a number of sacks, 7 sacks a week ago. And here, left tackle just loses Stone. Stone had a couple of sacks in their game against Orlando, and Harry gets him down to the ground. Beautiful job rushing, good energy right there. And Brock, they've got to figure out how to protect that.
Outside the 18-yard line, here is Tamu. Quick pass, Powell, contact early, and Cam Smith going to be called again.
Completion because he bats it away. And then he just continues through the process of the tackle and throws him down. So he sees it's totally incomplete. And now it's like a WWE suplex over the top. You can't do that, especially after getting a taunting penalty on the first series.
On their side, that's one thing.
That was a stupid penalty.
First and goal from the 12. Jackson.
Especially when it looked like he had to grab back onto him to do it.
To the 3-yard line
here on this opening series.
They move lineman Josiah Branch into the backfield. He lays a block. Jackson keeps fighting, getting the push, and they're going to call him down to the 1-yard line.
Than the NFL, so you can't actually push them in from behind like these linemen are trying to do right there. That's going to be forward progress where the back earns towards forward progress. Then it was blown dead by the official, never got across the goal line, and we'll have another snap.
And that's Fairchild who goes in motion. Jackson lowers his shoulder, gets into the end zone for the touchdown.
It's a decent opening drive for him.
By DC.
And taking advantage of those miscues on defense.
Special teams player of the week after that 60-yard 4-point field goal last week. Adds the extra point. They lead it by a touchdown, but
that was close. That was hard to tell.
For defensive penalties, but
at least on this little screen I have here.
Good running by Jackson. And that one goes into
Earn right here.
180. What's that?
After the incompletion, Zaquandre White. And White gets out just across right at the 45.
Okay, they are definitely showing more plays with the highlights.
And it's caught by Martin, and he gets across
a little bit
midfield.
different than the other ones I was noticing.
Right here, and
They seem to jump a little bit more to just key plays.
Allowing his wide receivers to strike right out.
This is reminding me a little bit more of some of the NFL ones that I've seen people react to.
Stepping up and leading Martin, who makes the diving grab.
We got 3 snaps here to get the first down.
You know you have to go for it on 4th down. Out to the tight end, and that one's caught by Gunnar Oakes. A couple of moves later, and it's another first down.
Is Andy the longest tenured head coach now?
He is now that Mike Tomlin's gone, and John Harbaugh.
Yeah.
McClendon, we talked about,
Ron.
deceptive as a runner. Gets right to the first down marker and steps out of bounds.
And is a guy that's being decisive. And, you know, even on this run in the pocket, like, he knows where he wants to go with the football.
Yeah, and I like what Ted, again, Jr. said to us this week. He knows how to use his shoes.
White goes in motion. McClendon completes that one out. Antoine Wells, they call him Juice because of his speed.
I think in watching this, I can kind of see how I haven't really picked up on either of these two teams yet. Because with both of them, with their quarterbacks, my actual first thought was, I don't even remember that name from before.
Despite the big hit, still falls for a gain of 8 on the play.
Is really shut off, and then he bounces outside to the right. There's the initial lane. He doesn't like it. Great jump cut.
That was good vision right there by the back.
White dances. 1st and goal, down at the 6. McClendon, draw play. Running room, falls into the end zone. Touchdown, Columbus.
They took advantage.
Here's Ryan Coe to tie it up. And he puts the extra point through. So each team, Jalan McClendon, they talked about his arm and his deceptive feet. He punches it in. Todd Haley happy. Why not?
I'm still waiting for at least one missed extra point here. Seems like every game has a missed extra point.
They wound up adding additional seats for the game tonight because of the ticket sales earlier this week. And there's Deon Jackson. His first carry after scoring the touchdown, and he picks up 14.
Yeah, nice run there, and they clearly are doing a nice job. This on the first series, they've got a sack, so establishing the run is the best way to help out that O-line.
Oh, that's Abram Smith, and that's run number 7. Aviators coming with the pressure. Abram Smith lowers his shoulder, keeps on fighting, going to be stopped just a yard short of the first down.
They take a punt.
This will be interesting to see what they do. Smith around the edge, gets it, and into Columbus territory.
That was a nice
More
play.
importantly, it's a first down at the 38-yard line.
This is an outstanding block here from the right guard. He's going to come around from his right guard position. And
They're definitely showing us a lot more here.
That's what springs everything.
At least in
now
this
you've got the tight end leading. You got
video
Smith
so
around the
far.
edge. That is a beautiful job right there, mashing down that left.
Ready? To go.
There's that run pass option. Tomlin keeps it, got hit as he was sliding, and that's going to draw a flag. 3 penalties by Columbus, 2 on defense, and 2 personal fouls. 3 on defense, and 2 of them personal fouls. Tamu, Valladay out of the backfield. Nowhere to go. He's bunched up. First guy there, Michael Lawson.
The rest of this game.
Yeah, they scored 10 points on their first 2 possessions.
Okay,
last week.
I was going
Nothing the rest of the
to pause
game.
for a minute, but
They've
we'll
got 10
watch the
points
field
on the first
goal.
2 possessions tonight after the 35-yarder.
Okay, 10-7. We're after the first quarter. 10-7. Decent game so far. A little back and forth. I'm curious to see where this ends since it is such a long summary video. I'm guessing, let me see if I can predict. I'm guessing it's going to be upper 20s, lower 30s, maybe for both teams, or maybe a score of upper 20s to lower 30s. Yeah, maybe like a 31-28 or something. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. So far, both teams have looked okay. I'm a little curious on that one play there. It was I think it was a run pass option, and I'm guessing it was the quarterback that ran, but it was a different name than I heard earlier with the quarterback. So I'm not sure. Not sure if they're doing a 2 quarterback thing or not. Let's keep going.
McClendon and the Aviators starting at the 30. That's the first carry of the night for John Lovett. He's going to lose a couple yards. Needing the 40.
3rd down.
McClendon brings it down, decides to run with it, and gets the first
That was
down.
nice. Nice little cut he made there to get free to get that first down.
Too. I mean, you take a look at this whole opening up over that left side. Look at that. It just opens way up, and he's got some man coverage. And Kurt, when you've got the ability, you got those shoes on Brock was talking about.
I guess it wasn't quite as much of a nice cut there as I thought. It looked like more it was the defender kind of getting himself in a little in-between area.
Brought down right on the back of that jersey and then just drags him down. There it is right there. That's a good call. I didn't see that live, Kurt.
Exactly.
That's a heck of a call. There it is right there. Great work by our camera crew there. Low end zone. Beautiful pictures.
So I'm guessing it was a horse collar call.
The backfield falls forward for a gain of about half a yard.
The play call is second to whatever the offense is given.
Blitz
Sorry, I've got a little back issue here.
Running again. Let's see if they come here on 3rd down. They do. Extra pressure. McClendon gets it off, and it's caught by Martin, but he is stopped short of the first down. Garyon Conley. Snap is good, and it's drifting to the left.
Well,
and the Aviators come up short. No points on this.
Didn't have a missed field goal, but I'm sorry, missed extra point, but a missed field goal. There's definitely missed kicks in all of these.
And they've had opportunities to score.
And they look a lot like that.
Only this field goal is the difference so far as Ta'amu keeps it. Good run.
Just like a little speed, I would call it a stretch read. And as soon as those linebackers take off to his left, he sees that.
That was a nice read there.
Running quarterbacks all of a sudden.
Deon Jackson, is that his name?
Turns sideways and winds up picking about 4 or 5 extra.
Unique enough name. How do I not remember that from the first game?
Yeah, their threat. Jackson. Falls forward. It's going to be just about a yard short. On 3rd and 1, Deon Jackson hitting the backfield. Won't get it.
Good defensive.
Fred Tompkins, the first defender to get there for Columbus.
Some sort of power.
Valladay, the running back, they fake the handoff to him. And throw it over the middle of the field where it's caught by
Ta'amu gets on the edge, so he's going to get on the edge. And then you've got the slot player that just slowly finds that hole in the middle of the defense, and then he finds him.
Yeah, and I think one of the things that Jordan loves about this system, and he said it to us this week, is familiarity, is answers to every play call they run.
Powell's 3rd catch of the game. Here's Valladay. Diving forward.
And they are tonight.
Valladay again. Waits for the block, gets around the edge, almost sprung it. He gets enough for the first down right before Michael Lawson.
Collapse down on this right side and bring a puller around from the left side. Good job right there. They stack him up, and then the patience from Valladay, and he's able to just get to the outside. Good stiff arm right there, and they could.
I'm curious about that 4-point field goal.
Valladay going the other way, cuts it back.
I'll have to look it up. I'm wondering what the limitations might be on it.
25 plays, and it's good enough for their 2nd rushing touchdown. Valladay, 11 yards on the score.
I wonder if there's any limitations on it.
Center, and he's going to pull around.
Thinking,
a bunch of pullers all the time we got going around for DC. Here
what happens if you're not,
he leads right up there to the 2nd level.
Say you're still 10 yards away from
Valladay for the touchdown. You got to credit Valladay for the.
Here's Matt McCrane trying to make it a 10-point lead.
Where, you know, a regular snap would still put you
Columbus
10 yards off.
They'll turn that down and take the extra
Are
point,
you training your long snapper?
Offside, number 9.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine you'd want to do like, you're usually what, about 8 yards back now, I think is the average now. I don't think you're going to want a long snapper snapping it 18 yards back to the kicker. So the question then would be, are we then going to see, let's say you're down by 4, and you're in that intermediate area with one play left potentially. There's a timeout, clock's not running, 5 seconds left. You don't have a chance for two things. Do you go for that Hail Mary into the end zone, or do you take a couple false start penalties so now you can kick that 4-point field goal to tie?
Last week from the interior, already 2 sacks on this young season from an interior defensive lineman.
But if you've got a kicker that you know can make that, let's put it that way.
McClendon pulls it down.
Which
really nowhere to
I'm
go
sure all these things will be looked at if they, in any kind of an NFL situation, and because you know everybody's all about the numbers and analysis.
With time, Jackson out of the backfield.
Okay, this is now not quite looking as back and forth. Now it's starting to look like it's going to be a big-time DC victory. I think they were a good team last year, if I saw correctly. They may have been the champion.
I love that call coming right off of that 4th down stop.
Sorry,
a little creativity there with a wheel
if I mentioned that in my last video reacting to their game, I apologize. I have no memory.
Deon Jackson's
it's definitely looking like a blowout now at this point.
6 guys in the run front, and because of that, they are just owning them up front. They didn't block the defensive end. That's the read player. Allows you to go up with the tight end to get the safety.
And the lead is now 17.
One lost 10 points, not even 200 yards. They're almost to that 200-yard mark here in the first half. 183 total, 113 on the ground.
Oh, what a hit. Zaquandre White laid out by Eric Ezukamanga.
Kurt, I need to catch my breath.
So does White.
Oh, my gosh.
What a hit. Played him out at the former 6th-round pick of the Bengals.
For a second there, while they were following the kicker, I'm like, no way. There's no way that was the kicker that did that.
That school up north. Michigan kicker there in Columbus, and that one's fumbled. And the muff kick recovered right at the 35.
Oh, that's what they needed.
They've got a huge opportunity here.
I figured something must happen since they were showing us the punt.
And now they've got a short field.
I was thinking it was going to be a good return, and DC potentially getting another score before the halftime here.
Last week, and that was immediately turned into a score. That catch happened so that they could properly spot this ball.
And so they spot it at the 25. 1st and 10. Here's the pressure again, and that's caught out of the backfield. Zaquandre White, and a flag on the play as well.
Oh, it was probably a late hit to the quarterback.
Makes a move, bounces it outside.
That was a nice bounce. Oh, that was nice. That was nice. They definitely needed that. They needed a touchdown before the half.
Well, to understand the corner's going to go low, and he
24-14 is a little bit better than, or actually, to be honest, a lot better than 24-7 going into halftime.
Football in Ohio, man.
Well, if they get to 14.
Ryan Coe gets the extra point.
Slides it through.
Zaquandre White.
There's going to be a missed extra point.
You gotta love the resiliency.
Can you have an award for comeback player of the quarter?
So, of the minute. I think he took that hit with like a minute.
And 1st down from the 40. High snap. Tomlin gets it under control and is picked off. Interception by Michael Lawson. And momentum continues to befriend the Aviators.
Still less than a minute left.
Snaps this a bit high. Tom was trying to run an RPO, and he still tries to throw it. But the problem
is
without
nice,
the play fake, you can't control
nice
the safety. And so now the safety is just reading the
now all of a sudden we're looking at a possible game.
What a beautiful play by Michael Lawson. He steps in front, gets the
pick,
good. And now the Aviators have that. The defender's going to be right in the throwing lane.
Never give up. John Lovett. Pick up of a couple of yards. Oh, man. Let's see what the call is here on second down. McClendon going deep. And that one's picked off.
Okay.
Trying to go to John Lovett, Sam Kidd all over.
I had a bad feeling about that. That looked like a bad decision.
Right to the safety. Sam Kidd didn't have anything else to defend. There's nothing to hold him on the
play call.
And you can tell McClendon is just staring at the outside receiver. Brock, we talked about the lack of experience. More of the same, in particular with their
receivers in the same spot. Okay, we're starting the second half.
Offense can come out here and make.
Let's finish watching that return after this. Okay, I wasn't a fan of that play call. You had two receivers deep in the same area, which then brings all the defenders right to that same area. So that was going to be a tough completion. That was going to be a tough completion regardless, even if it wasn't picked off. And it looked like it was underthrown a bit. So I don't know. I just wasn't a fan of multiple things there. Let's go.
Their corrections here, maybe get to that short passing game.
Here's Jalen Moore on the return.
That was a huge interception. Because if not, if they just got a field goal there, you're looking at 24-17, and they would have taken it from a 3-score game to a 1-score game, all in the last 2 minutes. That would have been good for them.
John Lovett. Good bouncing outside into DC territory and more.
That was nice.
Down to the 30-yard line before Deontay.
Tackle, I believe that was Brandon
this could become a game again.
And he just runs through that. Look at him lower his shoulder. He runs right through the linebacker, keeps his feet going, and he goes all the way down the field. That is such a good, tough run, and something that Ted Ginn Jr.
I don't want to meta game this or meta react to this, but I'm guessing it's not going to be as high scoring as initially thought.
That's what we
when I look and see, we're only just starting the third quarter, and we're already 3/4 of the way through the video. I guess that's where all the major highlights were. But still enough in there that this game could potentially go either way, depending on what happens here. That was a holding.
He's got a hold, and I got to be honest, don't love the call. I mean, that's pretty ticky-tack. That happens on every snap in football right there. I guess it's at the point of
3rd and 1. It's 2nd and 18.
No, that one had to be called. That was right there at the point of attack.
Open receiver winds up hooking up with Juice Wells. 12 yards on the gain.
Hey, USA. 180. What's up?
On 3rd and 6, McClendon thought about running and got hit. Ball came out. And it's recovered by DC. No whistle yet.
Oh.
Gardner had returned it. He fumbled on the tackle.
What just happened there?
Tay Martin was the one who recovered it for Columbus. No, they never blew the whistle until after the second fumble.
How do you... I'm sorry. Hold on. How do you not put in a replay of that? I was hoping they were going to show a replay because from the original, I couldn't see what happened after he recovered it. Yeah, was he touched? Was he not touched? Whatever. It still would have been nice to have seen that. But how do you not throw in a replay of that? You threw in a replay of like a 3-yard run earlier. And you're not going to throw in a replay of this? Wow. That's poor decision making right there. Sorry. Let's see what happens. it was an almost potential game-changing scenario. Oops.
High pass for Lovett. He's going to be dropped for a loss right away. Brandon Smith. McClendon. And he gets it out. Pass caught right to the 24-yard line. It'll ring up third.
Jones, he looks comfortable on his phone over there, 12 gauge.
3rd and 20. McClendon. Under pressure, ball stripped again. Columbus going to recover, but it's going to be 4th down and a mile, so that's easy.
And McClendon has had a bit of a quick trigger, and here he just gets it knocked out by his own guy. Nelson right there. Nelson seems to be at the center of everything, right?
Okay. Good and bad. Yeah. He caught a pass earlier in the game.
That's exactly right.
It's definitely.
Normally, you ask an offensive lineman how his day went. It's like he either gave up a sack and had a false start, or
instead of 3rd down. Trick play and the ball comes out. They tried to hand it off to Ty Scott on the end around.
4th down.
They do recover it and hold on to the foot.
A bit high, but Ta'amu just gets
Wait a minute.
caught up right there with Ty Scott, who's on that same jet motion, that sweep motion from the wide receivers that we've seen so much of. That would be one thing that they'll go back this week, Brock, and try to correct is some ball handling.
Yeah, we get a replay of this. We don't get a replay of that other one.
So Matt McCrane.
Hold on. Timeout here.
He does. DC is now scored on.
How did it get 41-20? I would have thought that since is the replay that I chose that had the most, we would have actually seen all of the scores. In my mind, it was still a 24-14 game. Oh well. Anyway. Okay, this is, and it jumped all the way to the 4th quarter. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just not a fan of
7 of their 9 possessions cross the 40-point.
White, Tawa, like they can run it.
So as they're saying, DC scored on 7 of their 9 possessions, but I haven't seen enough of this game to even know that.
and defenders at this level are just going to be all over those passes.
Well, he completes that one out to Wells, who's tackled right in the open field by ZZ Hearn, and doesn't panic when the ball's in the air. Here's McClendon on 4th down, runs it, gets the first, and slides safely at the 35.
Okay, what is there, about 4 minutes left? A little over, about 4.5 minutes left.
His 35th pass of the night is caught by Tay Martin. Fights his way down inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for Columbus.
It eyes down the field and finds the wide open Martin across the middle. 6'4".
180. What's that?
McClendon back over the middle, and it is caught right in the end zone. There's a flag on the
penalty
play after the Tay Martin catch.
Offside, number 50. Defense, penalties decline. Touchdown.
Roberson jumped early.
He climbed a little bit closer.
Slides down the field, and then he's able to just peek back right here, and he sees a beautiful little spatial awareness play.
Onside kick.
The point after fails. Here comes the pressure. McClendon lost the football, and it's over. That play had no opportunity right from the beginning as DC brought the heat. From the 28, they have to get to 40 to keep the ball.
Okay.
Pressure coming, and McClendon sacked. Boy, was he hit down low, and he is
that was.
to get up.
I guess that's the way they do the onside.
Huge game. Watch
Was
number
that a
5.
4th and
He's going to
12?
get chipped by the tight end, and then the tackle is late getting all the way out there. He gets there. The opposite defensive end gets there. That's Parrish. And they just have a party at the quarterback.
That could have been
Jalan McClendon
dangerous
okay,
for that quarterback.
Yeah, you're right, Kurt.
Getting hit from both sides on a high-low situation there. He could have messed up his knees.
DC just thinking run the clock.
Or a knee, at least.
Try to move the pocket.
Up there, looking at him over there, I guess.
Yeah, over 390 combined yards rushing over the champions tonight.
Okay, they just said from the champions. So, yeah, I guess DC was the reigning champion.
Flag down as well. Going to try and make the lead a little bit more with a 32-yard attempt. And his third field goal of the night goes through. 3 for 3.
That's right. I backed him into the corner. Mike is the best. Mike is the best.
Okay. We should be coming up on the end here. We're under 2 minutes.
Out across the 30-yard line.
Game's out of hand. There's no way it's turning from here.
I think that they are defensively, and they didn't run the ball quite like they were able to tonight.
I'm anticipating another turnover.
Darrell Johnson with the tackle.
Maybe just a turnover on downs at some point here.
Back in if there's even any question. Jalen Morton running for his life. Going deep and unwise. Gabe Taylor with the interception that should seal the win if there were any question.
I don't think there's any questions. And I think there's no doubt that it should seal the win.
On the passer. There's Parrish flushing him out, and then this one just floated on him. Yeah, you can tell he just didn't get anything on it. Right to Gabe Taylor, and that's going to do it. Oh, boy. That's right. Oh,
here we go. So DC won.
Oh, Columbus. Ted Ginn Jr. has the Dallas Renegades back to...
Nothing stood out to me. So with that said, that was a... Did I? Oh, I did not. I apologize. I realize I did not update my title editor the whole time. That's what it was supposed to say this whole time. I apologize. I am an amateur here. So, DC beating Columbus. DC looks like they got a good rushing game. But still nothing really stood out to make me want to like that team. And a primary reason of that is it's DC. So, ew. You know, they are infected by having the Commanders there. That overrated team. Which is funny to say because they've been garbage for so long, so it's hard to say that they're overrated. Anyway, and it's also sad that the Dallas team and the UFL is one of the teams that's leading the way that I might adopt. But there's still a couple other teams. But I think I can safely close the book on DC and Columbus and say neither of them are going to end up being who I adopt in the UFL. So let me know your thoughts about it. Let me know what you think about the teams. And after I finish doing all 4 week 2 games, I will pick a team. And then I will react to the rest of their games. So, sorry, DC and Columbus fans out there, but it's not looking like it's going to be one of them. But let me know down below. Let me know why. If you are a fan of either of those teams, let me know why and why I should become one. I don't know why I stopped and started talking monosyllable there. But thank you. Thank you for making it this far. I hope to provide much more. So thank you again, and be good to each other. And take care.